So this video is about the domains that Madiha Ahmed OPC Private Limited works on. So basically there are three E's that the company is working on: education, entrepreneurship and empowerment. And the reason behind working in these three domains and so broad is through my own personal journey. So when I was a student, I was not a typical student. I was typically an average student who kind of took interest in learning and to have deep learning. I created methods for myself when I found something difficult rather than blaming the system for not being good enough. And I found ways to take interest in my own learning. So when it turned out that later when I did my teacher's training from Modern Academy of Continuing Education, that is MACE, or then helping my brother to adapt from one school to another and to be a student brand himself the way I would have wanted my brother to be in his early years, especially pre-primary and primary, I realized that I was able to, live my own life as a student properly and then transfer those skills in one child in my own family. And then when I saw that, I was able to do that for the orphanage kids when I kind of did some sessions with them, and then doing with more kids through junior holics, through Cello, through National Stock Exchange, and through my one-to-one interactions in smaller groups. And then now working with regular classes, I do believe that I do have a different mindset towards education, and not coming from not doing a beyond bachelor's, in my education qualifications. I was still able to get qualified to be able to share expertise, insights with people from masters in different fields, be it psychology, be it sciences, be it economics, or various domains, I would say, media, communication. And at the same time, I was also a speaker at a national conference which is Alarcon at University of Calcutta, where my major audience was scientists, or there were people who were doctorate or master students at least. So I knew when I was talking on a topic like research your soul to a group of scientists or people from science field, I knew I needed to have some expertise and some more insight. So that gave me a lot of confidence. Also, being able to speak at various forums on various topics, that gave me the idea that self-learning had played a very important role in my life, and I am helping more people to develop original thinking, to develop authentic leadership, to come up with their own ideas and perspectives which are more balanced rather than creating conflict at home or outside, and personal and professional levels. So that is along the lines of education. Now second is entrepreneurship. So I did not belong to a family which was very well known for a business. I'm very fortunate to be raised in a family which took care of all my needs and wants, but at the same time I always felt that I wanted to be a brand because my parents invested so much in me, and it only seemed fair that because my father is a humble and a nice person, I felt that the good education that he gave me, the way he and my mother raised me, I needed to do more for society through a very entrepreneurial approach. And many times when people told me, oh, Madiha, she's a social entrepreneur, she works with non-profits, I said I would be very honest and I would be very sincere and transparent to tell you this, that I do not believe in that system where socially you are wanting to do some impact and you're struggling financially, and therefore you are able to do no good to anybody at the end of the day, not your family, not outside. And because you struggle, that is why there is so much of corruption in the social segment. So I said I would rather be a businesswoman, rather focus on business rather than do things from a very non-profit angle, which I don't think is wrong, but I would not want to start along that particular approach of work. And on empowerment, because I saw from a very early age, everybody was so empowered to take on a rally, to shout, to get on streets about little things, protest verbally, physically, or at times get into too much of empowerment, and especially women empowerment, which seemed to me at times that why do people scream so much? Share stories. I know there is a lot of problem. I know there are a lot of struggles in the country and the world at large. But what I also realized is that it is time that we as individuals who are leaders help people to stop talking problems so much and get on the solution path, to start thinking solutions, problem solving. And that will only happen when we stop talking about problems at such a large scale and in such a deep way. So that was the approach I wanted to bring to the empowerment scene. And so next video I will be talking more about the services that we offer under each. And under education, I'm catering to nursery to college students and even adult learning in the fields of media, communication and development. Then for entrepreneurship, I am working with corporates for training and leadership in them, innovation and social impact in their work and models, and empowerment along the lines of giving the right kind of empowerment to people through mentoring one-to-one, through intensive programs which are year-long with students, and helping them build student brands. At the same time, through my one-time events and talks on public forums to share my views on empowerment. And so education, entrepreneurship and empowerment is the domain that Madiha Ahmed OPC Private Limited covers, and it is exciting to see the kind of work people are doing, but I strongly believe in UN SDG number 17, where I feel that as a UN SDG Teach Ambassador, so Teach SDG Ambassador, I feel partnerships help a lot if you can collaborate and work with organizations and people who've already done some work rather than starting everything from scratch. So yes, if you are someone who can associate and feels that you're aligned with me in my work approach and domain, please feel free to contact. My website is www.madiha.org.